Coming off our 5th win in a row, the last time we saw each other, I asked, how long could our win streak go? The answer is 5 games. Because right after we destroyed Atlético MG in the last episode 6-3, we drew at home against Coritiba by a score of 1-1. Victor Ace got the scoring started, and Kaio Eduardo managed to tie things up just at the stroke of halftime. But we were then able to return to our winning ways with a 4-1 victory on the road at Santa Cruz, a 6-0 drubbing of Juventud at home, and then a 1-1 draw against Operario Ferrario, before losing to San Jose, a team near the bottom of the table, 1-0 at home. So that means after losing our first game of the season, we went on a run of 13 unbeaten, and we find ourselves through 15 matches at the top of the table. Winners of 9, sitting on 31 points. We are 3 points ahead of second place Vitória, a nice 6-point cushion over Operario Ferroviario. Our newfound success, though, has led to a couple of very interesting positional battles. There's 18-year-old Marcus Antonio, our new leading scorer. He's made 11 starts at striker, 10 goals, and 3 assists. Now he is battling it out right now with our club captain, 26-year-old Gabriel Rosera, who in 12 starts has 6 goals and 2 assists of his own. Then on the right wing, there's 23-year-old Mateus Conceição, who was our starting right wing, number 1 with a bullet to start off the season, and he scored a lot of goals in the Sao Paulo State Championship. He has only added 1 since, which has led to Kaio Enrique, the 18-year-old, coming in and picking up 4 goals and 7 assists and being a key contributor to this team. And we cannot forget on the left wing, there's 26-year-old Jake Carlos, 2 goals, 3 assists, couple of injury issues throughout the season. And there is 18-year-old Manuel Rodriguez, who got a little big for his boots in an earlier episode, but 2 goals, 4 assists. It's really getting hard to decide who we are going to start in each and every match. Do we go with the tried and true, or do we look to start phasing in the youngsters a little bit more? And will that lead to us parting company with some of the older gentlemen on this squad, which could potentially weaken us in the short term? Those are the things that we need to decide in this type of save. Our youth intake preview adds another fly into the ointment because they say it's a good intake, and I feel like they're getting a little progressively worse and worse each year. But a pair of C's, a pair of D's, a whole bunch of E's. Who knows who's going to be coming through the academy this year, if we're going to be able to bolster those ranks, or we're going to need the OGs around just a little bit longer. Against Mirassol on the road, we're going to go with a mix of the young and the old. Of course, we have our 18-year-old goalkeeper, Andre. He is out there starting as per normal, although João Pantera had to spell him for 2 or 3 matches while he was off with the U20 team, and Pantera did very, very well. Ivanzinho, Canella, Carlau, and JP are going to be our back 4. Igor, Edson Jose, and Victor Ace have manned the midfield solidly all season long. It's going to be Manuel Rodriguez getting the start on left wing, Kaio Henrique on the right-hand side, and we are going to put our captain out on the pitch for this one, Gabriel Rosera, as our striker. I really do have to say I am very proud of this team, and as we approach the midway point of the season, finding us where we are is an absolute blessing and a curse. Although it is fantastic that we are doing so well in our 2nd season in Série B, getting promoted to Serie A for season number 6, I just don't know if this team is ready, and I'm not certain that I want us to yo-yo our way back down into Serie B. And Luçao for Mirassol decides that he's going to put a fly in our ointment in this situation, 15 minutes in, taking the feed from Arthur along the byline to put Mirassol up by a score of 1-0. Probably should have done a little better, although Luçao got positioning on Canella as he's able to sneak that one past us. I'm not counting our chickens before they have hatched, but I am heartened to know that we could play so very well, and we were in possession around the edge of the box. JP playing catch with Igor, Playing it to Kaio Enrique, back for Igor. There's a lot of bodies in the middle there. Victor Ace will retreat a little bit before Igor pushes it forward. Kaio Enrique feeds it through JP in the Gabriel Rosera, who chips it past the keeper, Pitaluga, for the equalizer. It is 1-1. That's one thing I have to say about this team is when you get us down, we don't stay down. And I thought there was going to be a foul there, but tackle one, counterattack is on. Gabriel Rosera gets past his man. Look at all the help he's getting in the box. Rosera taking it deep, circles it back, looks to play it in the middle, finds Rodriguez. It's blocked. So is Kaio Enrique's chance on the second attempt, and we'll go out for an Ituano corner that sadly we are not going to get to see. Just wanted to quickly check the scoreboard right now, and Vitoria right now is tied 0-0. So at the moment, we maintain our 3-point lead at the top of the table here in match week 16. But Santa Ana, with the free kick from out wide, is going to try to put it in and get some glory here. And it's going to come to Shaylon. And Shaylon puts it past Andre to make it 2-1. I mean, we did a good job of getting the original ball away. It was Carlau, but it came right to Lucao. Deflected by, it looks like, Igor into the path of Shaylon, who just put it home. Andre was not expecting that one. And we're probably going to go down at the break unless we can score here. 41st minute. Kaio Enrique, Edson Jose has been pretty quiet today. Ivan Zinho has been spectacular so far. Very solid defensively. The fact that I rarely have to call his name out means that he's not really getting beat. Victor Ace over the top. Rosera, he missed it wide. The goalkeeper got a piece of it, and it goes out for an Ituano corner, which, again, we do not get to see. We've had 8 corner kicks so far in this first half, and no joy on any of them. We are out shooting Mirassol 15-6. We have 8 shots on target to their 2, but both of their shots on target have gone into the back of the net. And ever since he came back from his Brazilian international duty, Andre just has not quite looked as solid as before. He's not flopping around. He doesn't look like he's terrible. It just looks like he's misjudging some of these shots that he might have picked up earlier in the season. Could it be because he's had all the interest shown in him and he wants to move? I mean, look at that right there. Like a sieve. Andre one-on-one with Mateus Fortunato. He should have been able to make that stop. He has made that stop multiple times in his young career. And all of a sudden, he's just not. So do we look at potentially moving on, temporarily at least, to João Pantera, having Andre get his head together? Or if this run of form continues, maybe we do consider some of those multi-million-dollar offers that have come in for him. It is such a shame to have a player come through our youth intake, to develop that player, and to just have him all of a sudden not seem to pan out. It is very frustrating, but that is just the way the cookie crumbles. The problem is João Pantera, Pedro Montevano, they are both older than Andre, so how long are they going to stick around? Meanwhile, Vitoria is still drawing 0-0, so they'll pull within 1 point as we need to make some changes because we are not getting anything done here right now. Gabriel Rosera all of a sudden is anxious. So that means Marcus Antonio is coming in. Rodriguez is on a yellow card, says that Carlos will take his place. JP, same situation. Marcus Henrique is motivated to come in. So we've got 2 Enriques on the pitch right now. And I just hope that when we demand more and go to a more attacking stance, that the subs that we have put in there can get a little something done. Kaio Enrique picking up a yellow card. He's also a little bit gassed, so we will take him off of the pitch now. Mateus Conceição is looking nice and focused. He is ready to go. Still, we have not seen any kind of highlight so far in the latter portion of this second half. A ton of corner kicks. We've had 12 so far in the match, but the contest is going to end with a whimper, and Mirassol is going to take a 3-1 victory at home. We stay in first, but now our lead is just down to 2. So changes to our front 3 as we take on Atlético MG. 1 by necessity, the other 2 by pure managerial choice. Mateus Conceição is getting the start because Kaio Enrique picked up a yellow card in the last match, which put him over the top. He is suspended for this one. Zé Carlos is getting the start on the left-hand side. Marcus Antonio as the striker, which means Gabriel Rosera drops down to the bench. Tough choices to make, but to be perfectly frank, it is tough choices that got us on our 13-match unbeaten streak. But it was also those kind of choices that have now led to back-to-back losses in the league. Hopefully, some home cooking is going to do us good against a team that comes into this match in 10th place, sitting firmly mid-table, while we are trying to hang on to our top spot here in Série B, and the first shot of the match going Atletico's way, but possession pretty even in this one. Not really seeing a lot from either team. Looks like we're still kind of feeling each other out. This is the first time, at least in the series, that we have taken on Athletic. I believe they were in Serie A last year. So the fact that they have dropped down the league and are now not even close to vying for getting re-promoted back into Serie A, well, it tells me that we have a chance, and we're taking much better chances than they have. They just have the one shot on goal, one shot on target, but it was a very weak one. We, on the other hand, are looking pretty good, but naturally, as I say things like that, the first highlight of the match goes their way. It's on and headed just wide. I was a little worried when Andre didn't move that we were going to be in for a world of hurt. I did not decide to not make any change in goal. I don't want to be too rash or too hasty. Ball cleared away into the midfield. Tavares tracks it down. Athletic is in control. Up the left wing, chasing him down is JP. It's played to the top of the D. Max to Del Gorio, and once again, Andre looked like he was a day late and $1 short, and we are short by a 1-0 score. Honestly, after watching the replay, that reaction time did not make me happy. Throw in Edson Jose, plays it back to Igor. JP around the near side, plays it around the edge to Edson Jose, cuts it to his left, in the middle, Conceição, his shot is blocked. Jose tracks it down, JP swings it to Igor, Viteres at the D. Now wide, left side of the box, Vinicius with the cross, and where'd my highlight go? I thought we had a perfect opportunity there, but Football Manager decided otherwise. So Andre playing it back out to Igor. Edson Jose has Mateus Conceição in space. Conceição drops it to JP. Around the side, Edson Jose takes it deep, circles it back into the middle. JP's shot is blocked, but right into the path of Zé Carlos for the goal. It is 1-1. As long as they don't get too many shots on target, I will be a very happy YouTuber. They have 2 on target. One of them hit the back of the net. We all know it was the better opportunity than the first. We're dominating possession. We have doubled them up in shots on goal and shots on target. Our XG is well above theirs. The match momentum going in our direction completely. And for some reason, we still find ourselves tied at 1. We just need to take better advantage of our opportunities. Let's see if we can do it pretty early on in this second half. I would love to finally take a lead for the first time in this episode, which is going to be the very last of the series in 2025. Carlisle in control. Out wide for JP. It's going to be New Year's Eve when you're watching this. It's actually going to be New Year's Eve in a couple of hours as I record this. Igor to Vinicius, looking over the top for Mateus Conceição, cleared, but right to Edson Jose, who gets it back from Conceição. He'll take a shot from just outside of the box, and he puts it over. The commentator thinks it was narrowly put over, but it missed by a little bit more than I think he's giving credit for. And off of the ensuing goal kick, we win it back. Igor turning it over. Tavares drops it to Diogo Dalinga. Wellington Torrao leaves it for Luis Enrique. Back for Torrao along the near sideline. He's got Vinicius with him, stays with him, gets it free. Dalinia crossed over looking for Max. Carlau clears it up to Mateus Conceição, and here's the counterattack. Why is nobody trying to run ahead of Conceição? JP gives it back to him. Plays it over the top, chasing after it Edson Jose, but it will trickle in on Diego, who for some reason keeps it in and doesn't win the goal kick. Something that happens a lot in FM, that in real life the goalkeeper would let it go out and take the set piece. But I guess you have to have play for set pieces on for that kind of thing to happen. We do have the ball back. Edson Jose, Marcus Antonio, Mateus Conceição feeding it into the box. Antonio is there, swept away, but he collects it again. Marcus Antonio drops it to Conceição. He takes the shot. Diego makes the save and maintains the 1-1 scoreline. Ivanzinho's picked up a yellow card. Edson Jose's feeling a little bit knackered, but he's having a great game, so we're going to leave him out there for just a little bit. Same situation with Igor. Now Victor Ace on a 6.5. There's the save from Andre that we absolutely needed. They had a great opportunity off of a free kick, and unfortunately for them, they were unable to score. Now we are drawing. Vitoria is winning, so as things stand right now, we will be tied with Vitoria at the top of the table. They may actually overtake us. I'm not sure what the tiebreakers are. Carlau playing it out wide. JP to Igor over the top looking for Edson Jose. Patrick clears it, but JP wins it back, keeps it in along the byline. Edson Jose, edge of the box, in for Conceição. His shot's going to be blocked. It will lead to a corner, and we'll wait to make any potential substitutions, but we're not going to see anything from that corner, but we will from this final third throw. And Ivanzinho in, getting it back and giving it back to Victor Ace. Ace with the shot, and Diego will handle that. So that choice tells me that he is just not ready to continue in this match. So Paulo Alexandre is going to come in. He's been out with an injury, but he was playing pretty well before he went out. Hasn't scored any goals yet this season, but I believe he has an assist or two. We're also going to shore things up with Marcus Henrique on the right, on our right wing back position, because JP tends to get a little bit tired, and he tends to get into a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have a yellow card in this one, but with JP, it's really only just a matter of time. So we'll make those two substitutions as the clock ticks over to 69 minutes. They're not going to happen until the next stoppage in play, of course. But things looking pretty good for the team so far. Marcus Antonio, he's having a decent game, although we really haven't seen him take any shots. Anything that he might be doing, we are seeing off camera. So maybe Gabriel Rosera comes in to just switch things up a little bit. Say Carlos with the corner. We're going to have guys crashing those posts as we do. Igor, he can't get over it, and it's over the crossbar. So now's the perfect time to make those substitutions. As Gabriel Rosera comes in, Rodrigo Haruki is kind of like, he's not really officially on the outs with us. Vinny Oliveira is absolutely on the outs with us. He demanded more playing time, and I was like, dude, the guys around you are playing fantastic. I don't know what to tell you. We're also going to bring in Leo Isidoro. A good job in this match by Ivanzinho. He's on a yellow card and getting a little tired, so let's get those fresh legs out there as we try to chase this victory. Leo Isidoro in control. We'll drop it back for Canella. They're putting a little bit more pressure on us as we have to work a little harder in the midfield to get the ball into their end. But Conceição has it there on the edge of the final third. Finds Marcus Henrique into the middle. Save made by Diogo, but right in the path of who else but Gabriel Rosera coming in as a substitute. Marcus Henrique as a substitute, getting the assist and giving Ituano the 2-1 lead. And if that somehow managed to sneak through, maybe Zé Carlos would have found himself another goal on this season. 22-9 shots on goal, but we have the lead, and hopefully we will be able to see it out. Do we want to get a little bit more defensive? Let's drop Conceição back a bit. We already have Igor dropping. Let's have Paulo Alexandre just be a regular central midfielder and not press. Meanwhile, we'll have these guys tracking back, and we'll leave Gabriel Rosera up front. Hopefully, we are not shooting ourselves in the foot by going a little bit more defensive as we are in control at the end of the 90 minutes. 4 minutes of stoppage time still to come. Zé Carlos to Edson Jose. Look at Enrique all alone or on the outside. But it's dropped back. Leo Isidoro over the top. Monteas Conceição. Conceição still with it. Finds Edson Jose, who finds the back of the net yet again. Edson Jose having a season for the ages. And we are up 3-1. And that should ice this contest, my friends. Nifty footwork by Monteas Conceição. First he went to the left, right, then he dipsy-dooed back to the left. Found Edson Jose, who put the shot in through on Diego in traffic to give us the 2-goal cushion that we needed, and the goal that put us, or kept us, on top. There is still a long road ahead of us, my friends. 19 matches remain in the season, and only 6 points separate us from 5th place and another year in Série B. Can we stay on top? We're going to find out. Because we're going to come back in the middle of a jam-packed July, taking on Floresta on the road, and then a potential top-of-the-table 6-pointer against Vitória at home. And I see you next time in 2026. Have a happy and safe new year. I'll see you next year. Till then, my friends, bye-bye.